Hey there, Jonesy Nation. It's your leader, G. I lost the footage that I had recorded yesterday and didn't have a backup file. I always smiled at other YouTubers when they told me they saved their game and had to replay a whole bunch of extra stuff. But now, being the person that had to do that, it's a terrible feeling. And I am so sorry for being so smug. I admit my faults. And yeah, I was in that position and it's not the best. So I guess I am a YouTuber now. Because the YouTuber's curse got to me as well. We just picked up another bug. And we're picking up one more. I'm right on top of it, and I couldn't see it from the forest to the trees. See this? That mark right there? Remember it, because we're going to have to come back there. And we have a new heart container. So the next time we get some more heart pieces, we'll be starting on a new one. Which, if you're looking at our top with the health, we will start on number 7 because the next heart container we will get is in the dungeon itself. We're going home because if you remember in the last episode that you actually watched, we got knocked off the cliff by the Goron. He said we were not allowed up there. So we have to go home and find out exactly why, or not why, but we have to find out a good way of trying to talk reason into them, and the only thing they know is strength and power. And we were recommended to go home and talk to the mayor. So that is what we are doing right now. And there's a heart piece back at the ranch that in the lost to time footage, as I'll call it, I got around now. I've decided to go back to my original thought and get that heart piece at the end of the game. Because I always do. And it doesn't feel right to get it now. James! Whoa, it is you, James. You're safe and sound. Your clothes. What happened to you, lad? Come quick inside. And I will have you guys know. Oh, the youngins are in Kakariko Village. Well, that's good. Renato's an old friend. If they're in his care, then we can relax. I will have you guys in the Jonesy Nation know that I do have a backup file now. So if anything should happen, there's no reason to worry. And I've still got a little bit of a cough. So don't mind that either. So don't keep me waiting, lad. Tell me my little girl Ilea's with the rest of them, right? Oh, I see. That ain't what I wanted to hear. But, James, I guess I need to think of all 5 of those poor kids, not just my own, because they're all in danger. The question I should be asking is, how can I help out? What's that now? The Goron's a Death Mountain? I see, so Renato told you that. Well, it's true. I did defeat the Gorons in a contest to strengthen and earn their trust. With the help of a little secret, that is. I can teach you the secret, but you have to promise that you will absolutely positively will not disclose it to anyone. Now, if you've played Zelda, you know that the character we play doesn't talk at all. So that's easy. Good. Alrighty then. Absolutely no one. And by the way, everybody, I say alrighty then all the time. Come this way. James, you heard of sumo wrestling, right? Gorons like to match strength in sumo contests. Luckily for you, the basics of sumo are the same as stopping charging goats. You want to hear more? I have a funny little anecdote that I want to tell you all. When my mother back in 2006 bought this game for me on the GameCube. It was never on the Game Boy, my bad. When she bought it for me on the GameCube, I showed it to her because she loved the absolutely original Zelda 1 back in the 80s. She had never seen a more up-to-date Zelda. So I showed her this, and I showed her Majora's Mask. And she called me a sumo wrestling chicken wrangler. And that name has stuck with me since, and I'm proud of it. So, let's go sumo. And Meridia is sitting on my lap. Hopefully we only have to see this particular, well, not this, but a certain particular scene twice. I'm going to apologize for it now. That one. Hopefully we only have to see it twice. I had a piece of fur in my mouth. Well, there's one, but he was kind of going easy on me. You seem to understand the basics. Alrighty then. Next time I won't go so easy on you. Fight me as if you were fighting one of the Gorons. Sorry to everybody who didn't want to see that again. I pressed the wrong button. Now we gotta see it again. What was that, eh? You gotta put your back into it, lad. You gotta remember it. Yeah. Sorry. I keep pressing the wrong button. Nobody comment. I'm sorry. It's not that I'm doing that deliberately. I'm not doing it deliberately. See? I'm not doing it deliberately. Whoa, not too shabby, lad. With your natural talent, I'm sure you can take on the Gorons. You got a slight stronger in the short time you've been gone, James. Strong as you are, though, you can't hope to beat the Gorons wrestling with power alone. Those Gorons are made of rock. Nah, the secret to beating the Gorons is locked away in that chest. Take it with you, lad. Iron boots. As you can probably tell, those boots are made of iron, lad. Whoever wears them won't be so easily pushed around, even by a Goron. If you're fixing to fight a Goron, be sure to wear those boots. Let's be square though, lad. You can't tell anyone ever about those boots, especially Renato. Speaking of telling, we have to tell everybody that their children are safe. Normally, I'd come to this ranch with the horse, Peggy. But after doing it the first time and losing the footage, I decided that was fate, and I'm just going to do it at the end of the game. James. No fooling, the tots are safe. And on top of that, they're all in Kakariko Village. Ah, shucks, you don't need to worry about that now. You're incredible, bud. I can already see everybody's smiling faces. You leave these scamps to me, I'll manage without y'all somehow. Besides, James, come on, can't you find a way to get Ilea and all the tots back here a hair quicker? He calls them tots. What are they, hash browns? Tater tots? And if you want to find Polly the postman, yes, his name is Polly, one of the places is right here. Apparently he dropped it somewhere, that letter. He dropped it somewhere that he probably shouldn't have. And the letter is pretty much a goner. So let's go tell the children's parents that they are okay. I am not a canine person. I think they're okay, but I'm not a canine person. The children, they're alive? Oh, thank heavens, I'd almost given up hope for them. Thank you so much for coming to tell me, James. Yo, James, what's the latest? Have you gotten any clues about where our takes might be? Huh? They're in Kakariko. Woo! I'm so glad they're safe, though. Haven't been able to sleep at night. Thanks a lot, James. Thank you so much. Well, I'm gonna go change my ways before the children come back. Yep, I'm gonna get serious about my work. He was the guy who was always taking naps and telling us to press the L button up here, where this guy is. James. The children are alive? What? They're alive? This is fantastic. Truly fantastic. Oh, thank you for letting us know, James. We're not going to buy anything. We're just telling the mother. How much milk does this cat drink? What's that? The children? Oh, so they're in Kakariko Village. Oh, thank goodness they're all still alive. I was worried sick. Phew, I can finally get back to work in peace. James, do you need anything? Come back if there's anything you need. Okay, my dear? And before we go inside the house, you can never go inside this one. It's always locked. It's Fado, the ranch owner's house. And it's always locked. But this house, that's a $100 rupee. We're not getting it yet because our wallet is full. And that would just be a waste. This is Uli, Russell, and Colin's house. Colin is alive. Oh, the children are all safe. Oh, how wonderful. I kept the faith. And I'm so glad. My thanks to you, James, from the bottom of my heart. Have you told everyone else yet? You must tell them all. I'm so happy that everyone is safe. And you have really grown to become an impressive swordsman over time. I wish I could tell my husband as well, but the moment his wounds healed, he left to find those young ones. Hopefully he'll stop by Kakariko Village. You guys are bearing witness. This is my save file for now. And I'm not saving over it, but that's my backup file. Just wanted to show you that I've planned ahead now. So you guys don't have to worry anymore. Time to learn a new skill from the hero of time. We meet again. You have a little bit more of the look of a hero than you did before. Do you feel ready to learn your next skill? Very well. Before we begin, though, I must test that you have mastered the last skill I taught you, the ending blow. Now, come at me. Very good. Excellent. It appears you are certainly capable of performing my lost art. My second skill is the shield attack. Let it be hewn into your mind. No matter how well-tempered a blade is, if a foe is clad in an armor and bears a shield, the sword will do it no harm. When facing such a foe, you must use R to thrust your shield against the defenses of your enemy, causing the fiend to recoil. Use L to lock on, then try it. Tell me the moment you can do a shield attack by using it on me. Excellent. Open a hole into your enemy's defense and use your sword to strike without hesitation. The shield attack I have just taught you can also be used to repel an enemy's projectile attacks. Would you practice? Then repel this one with your shield attack. Perfect. When your enemies assail you with projectiles, this is how you will defeat them with ease. You're done, and have learned the second of my hidden skills, the shield attack. But I still have 5 more secrets to teach you in time. The path to becoming the true hero is a long one, but once you have grasped all the hidden skills, you shall be worthy of walking on it. You must persist on the lonely path of the sword to obtain true courage and earn the strength to conquer the great evils of the world. Do not forget your discipline with the blade before we shall meet again. Farewell. So now we know the second skill, the shield attack, which will come in handy as soon as we get back to Death Mountain. I have 2 reasons for doing this. They are going to be giving you a ridiculous amount of money in the next dungeon. So not only am I making sure my lantern and bottles are full, but I'm making sure that I can gather enough money in the dungeon to make a pretty good play for gathering all the chests that we currently can. But if you're asking me about the 200, we're going to spend that after we do something important on the way back to Kakariko Village. And with that, JonseyG saying peace out, everybody. Don't want the camera to cut out on us. 30 minutes is good enough. See you later.